In my story today, I'm going to be talking about my dad, Gregory Paul Daniels Sr. My dad always told me that if you hard works beat talent if talent doesn't work hard. So, as a kid growing up, that my dad always told me about his high school stories and everything like that. And my dad told me one time he said that he was one of the best baseball and basketball players in the Houston area, the greater Houston area. So he was also telling me about his stories about all these colleges and stuff coming at him, and I was just like, "No, I don't believe you," but I guess I have to because it is kind of credible because it comes from him and all his friends. But he was just saying that he played baseball and basketball, and he was saying that it was one story that, or one time he told me he said all his friends wanted him to try to persuade him to play baseball in college and do all this stuff, but he really loved the game. He loved both games of basketball and baseball, but he said that he always had an edge because he really wanted to play basketball because no one ever believed that he would be a good basketball player. So it was coming up to his senior year in college or in high school, senior year in high school, yeah, and he had to choose between basketball and baseball. And during the signing day, the whole thing was, oh, he's going to do baseball because all his friends wanted him to do something like that, and he really did not want to do baseball because he wanted to prove people wrong that he could do basketball. So he later went on and played basketball because he wanted to show everyone that he could do something that others didn't think he could do because he was too small to play basketball, or he was undersized, or he wasn't good enough to play basketball. And it's going along with this because in my senior year of high school, I had to choose between football and basketball, and I love basketball. I always grew up playing basketball just because my dad he kind of forced me to. I really didn't like it, but I really like hitting people. But football was always kind of just there, and it was something that I didn't really like growing up, but kind of got accustomed to it. And it was coming down to my senior year, and I'm playing basketball or I'm playing football because football comes before basketball, and we kind of went on from there. I had a really good senior year in football. It wasn't like great, but it was okay. And it comes to basketball season, and I know my dad was like kind of pushing me really hard just to play basketball. But it comes down to it, and I told him, hey, I really don't want to play basketball anymore. I really liked football, and that's what I want to do. So it comes down to signing day, and I had offers for both basketball and football. And I just told him, I said, I think I'm just take the football one. And he said, okay. I mean, and he kind of gave me the advice. He was just like, same thing happened to him in high school. All his friends wanted him to do baseball, but he really wanted to do basketball, and that's what he did. Growing up, I really wanted to be like my dad because I wanted to be a professional, or wanted to play college any sport. I just wanted to be a college ball player, and just trying to be like him, become a professional basketball player or a professional any kind of sport. That's just something you always grow up on, wanting to be like your dad or someone in your family, or just like an idol, a role model. And I chose football, and he said that's fine with me. Said he also told me he's like, son, do whatever makes you happy. Don't do what others want you to do, or how others want you to be happy. It's like it's all on you. And now I'm playing football at the University of Texas, and I really think it was the best decision of my life. And my dad, I just wanted to praise my dad because he was always there for support, and he never steered me wrong.